Today, I'll be showing you how to solve the 3x3 Rubik's Cube. The first thing we need to know is what all the pieces are called. So for starters, these are called corner pieces, the ones that have 3 colors on them. These are called edge pieces, the ones that have 2 colors on them. And these in the middle are called center pieces, the ones with just 1 color. Another thing we need to know is I'll be giving you a set of moves called an algorithm, and I'll be abbreviating each move by just a letter. So if I say do a U move, it'll be the top, like this. If I say R, it'll be the right. If I say L, it'll be the left side. If I say F, that's the front. If I say D, that's down. And if I say B, that's back. I'll also be giving you something prime, which means the counterclockwise movement. So U prime would be this, how it goes counterclockwise instead of just clockwise. And this goes for the rest of them. So this, F prime, and so on for the rest of them. And something else you need to know is if yours doesn't look exactly like mine, that means you probably got lucky and was able to skip a step. But for the most part, that might not happen. And so, those are just the things you need to know beforehand. So I just scrambled my cube, probably the easiest part. What we're going to need to do is get 4 white edge pieces around this yellow center. So we just need to find the white edge pieces. And if you remember, the edge pieces are these ones right here. So I found one right here. And since it's on the side, all I have to do is take one turn like this, and it's right here where I want it. There's another right here. Just bring it up. And here it does, matches up with that. And so one's right here. Move it up like that. And then the last one is at the bottom. So if it's at the bottom, what you're going to need to do is rotate it so that the open slot is right above it. And so that when you turn it, it's on the left, at the right. But yet, you didn't mess up anything right here. And so if you move it up here, you mess something up. So what you're going to need to do is move it like this so that the open slot is right here. And you can just move it right in. But if you see something like this, where it's on the bottom, you're just going to have to move it twice up into the open slot. If something ends up looking like this, where it's at the top, you're going to need to just move it down so it's at the right, and then move this so that the open slot is right here, so this can just go right up into that. And so now that you have the daisy, kind of looks like, you can match up this edge piece. So the white has another color with it, and it's orange. So what you need to do is move it up to the orange center so that they match up like this. And you can just twist it like this so it's on the white side, but it also matches up with this. And so we need to find another one. Here's red. Red needs to be matched up here. So now that this one's matched up. So we found another one. Blue is already right here, so you can match it up. Here's green. So green, we'll have to move it over here. So you see what we did there? We just had to twist the top so that it matched up with this. So then when we flipped it over to the white, all of these matches up. And so we need to put all the corners in right here. So we find one right here. But we need to make sure it goes into the right spot. You see how there's a green and an orange? We need to make sure we find the green and orange spot. You'll see, I found it right here. So this piece needs to be matched up between the green and orange, since it has green and orange on it. And so we're just going to bring this down, move this over here, bring it back up, and see how this matches all the way across. We're going to keep doing that. Oh, so you see this one's right here, but it's in the up here. So what we're going to need to do is bring it down. And so when we move it off to the left, so that when we bring this back up, it's right here at the bottom. When it's on the bottom, what you want to do is move it under the slot that it goes under. So you see right here, it's right under this. But you see that there's already one up here. Well, we're going to need to take this one out because it's not in the right spot. You see it doesn't match up. So we're going to move this like this so that when we move this one out of the way, and we're going to move it one more time so that the piece on the bottom gets twisted around. And we're just going to put it in like we did before. Just move the piece down and move it back in. So when you move it back up, it fits right in. So we need to find another one. Oh, you see? It's right here. So we're going to need to move it over here so that it can go in the green and red slot. So we're going to bring this down so that when we move it to the left, it fits right in with the other ones. Bring it back up. It's just like the rest. We're going to move this over so that, see the blue and orange? Blue and orange. Move this down. Insert it with a nice slot right there. So that's a pretty easy step. Most of you probably could have figured that out by yourself. If not, I hope the video was of help. Now we just did the white side. And then you should see you did all the T's. Okay, so now that we did this top layer, we're going to have to do the middle layer. Put all these little edge pieces in. And so without doing that, without messing the top, we're going to have to look down at the yellow side and look at it, find a piece that doesn't have yellow. So we'll start with this one. We're going to check if the top has yellow, and it does not. So this top piece right here, we're going to have to match it over to the orange side. And we're going to look at the bottom piece and see if it goes to the right or the left. And you see it's green, so it'll go to the right. So now we're going to do the algorithm. F prime, D, R prime, this middle layer, and R. And if you turn the cube like this, you'll find that we made a white L. And we have to fix it. So the way we're going to fix it is bring this long piece up. And so that now while we have this edge piece, we can rotate it off to the side, bring the middle down, and insert it like this. And we can just fix these two pieces by bringing them down. And you notice we put this piece in. So we're going to look at the bottom. We're going to find a piece that doesn't have yellow. This one right here. We're going to look at the top. And this doesn't have yellow at all. We're going to bring it over to the blue side so it matches up. And then now we'll check which side it goes to. It doesn't go to the right because it's red, but it goes to the left. So now we're going to do this algorithm. F, D prime, L, middle layer, and then L. We're going to flip it over and find the L. We're going to do the exact same thing, just on the other side. We're going to bring this piece up, move this piece off to the side, bring this middle slice down, bring this over. So now, you notice we have the white side. And we also put in this piece right here. And so now we flip it over and try to find a yellow piece, a piece that doesn't have yellow. Well, this one has yellow. We're going to flip it over. This one doesn't. We're going to look at the top. It's blue. So we're going to match it with the blue side. We notice it goes to the right because this one has orange and this is orange. So we're going to do the algorithm. F prime, D, R prime, the middle, and then the right side. So now we have the L. We're going to do it just like we did before by bringing this piece up, this piece off to the side, the middle down, and this one like this. And so, we're going to look at the bottom. And this, okay, here's one without yellow. But if we look at the top, it has yellow, so we can't use this piece. Here's a green piece. Look at the top, it doesn't have yellow. So now we're going to match it over to the red side. And look at the piece. It has green, so that means it'll go to the left. So we're going to do the algorithm. F, D prime, L, the middle to the left side. And then L prime. If we flip the cube, we have the L again. So we're going to bring it up like this. This one off to the side. The middle down. This piece back into place. We can fix this. So now we have the white. We also have the entire middle layer, as you can see from right here. Like this. And so now we've done the top 2 layers. So now that we've done the first 2 sides, layers, we're gonna work on the yellow side. So sometimes you'll either have a dot like this, or it's like a dot in the middle. Sometimes you'll have some extra pieces, but you can also either have a bar where there's a bar in it somewhere in the cube, and sometimes you'll have it like this, where there's a hook. The hook might be anywhere in the cube like this, so you're going to want to flip it to the top like this. And I'll get you back to those 2 examples later if you have those, so just hold on if you have these 2 right here. What we need for right now is the dot. The dot. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip it like this and do the algorithm F, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime. And then you see now we have a bar. So when we have a bar, we want it to go across like this, not up and down, but across. We're going to flip it and do the exact same algorithm. F, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime. And then you see now we have the hook. Now, when we get the hook, we're going to do the exact same algorithm. F, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime, sorry, forgot the F prime there. And so now we'll have the cross. And so when we have the cross, so all you need for the cross is to have pieces like this. If you have a case like this, where there's a fish, this one's yellow, it's kind of hard to see, but when there's 4 down here, and then 1 up here, 1 down here, it kind of looks like a fish, then if you have that, just hold on a minute, I'll get to that one also. But for now, we're gonna flip it like this and do the algorithm. R, U, R prime, U, R, then we're going to do the U move twice. 1, 2, and then R prime. And then you notice we still have the cross. So you're going to keep doing it until you get that fish that I just showed you. So we're going to do it again. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. And then now you notice we still have the cross. So we're going to do R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, and then R prime. So now you notice that we have the fish. Well, when we get the fish, we're going to do the exact same algorithm. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. Now you notice we have the fish again. Well, that's because this yellow piece was on the side right here, but when you have the yellow facing toward this yellow piece right here facing towards you, we have to do it twice. Or once we have this, we have to do it once. For the yellow pieces right here, do it twice. So R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. And now you notice we have the yellow side. So now that we solved the top layer, now we're going to need to do this last layer right here. And so what we're going to find is 2 edge pieces right here that are the same. The center pieces not the center, but the edge pieces right here don't matter at all. So we're going to look around the cube until we find some 2 edge pieces that are the same. If you have no edge pieces that are the same, you're going to do the algorithm I'm about to show you. Take the 2 edge pieces and put them in the back, and then do the algorithm again. But for you who do have 2 edges that are the same, we're going to put them in the back and do the algorithm. R prime, F, R prime, back to R, F prime, R prime, back to, and then right 2. And then so now what it did is solve everything but these last centers. So if you have centers that need to go to the right, you're going to do one algorithm. And if you have I'm calling them centers, edges that go to the left, you're going to need to do another algorithm. So first, I'll show you the algorithm that moves the edge pieces to the right. And that algorithm is R, U prime, R, U, R, U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, U2. So now the cube is solved. But that other algorithm, where you need to move the edge pieces right here to the left, is another algorithm. It's U2, U, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, U prime, R prime, U, R prime. And then now the cube is solved. So if you followed my instruction correctly, the cube should be solved. And I think that makes a pretty good tutorial.